building blocks for the American Staffordshire Terrier was the extinct Old English Black and Tan Terrier, the White English Terrier, the non-extinct Bulldog, and quite possibly the non-extinct Scrappy Fox Terrier. The American Staffordshire Terrier, which is also known as AmStaff for short, is in the Terrier Group with its brother, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, the Sealyham Terrier, and the already mentioned Fox Terrier. We've covered the Sealyham Terrier too. I'll put a link up here at the end of the video for you. In the 1800s, the lineage of the American Staffordshire Terrier was being developed in England to be a bear bait dog. Bad bear. Well, that's not nice. But thankfully, in 1835, English Parliament outlawed bear baiting with the Humane Act. Well, that is nice. But because bear baiting became illegal, it created a whole new set of problems for the American Staffordshire Terrier forefathers. The American Staffordshire Terrier bloodlines and their industrial labor and minor owners would now engage in underground dogfighting matches in the seedy underbelly of industrial Staffordshire, England. But some industrial laborers desired better opportunities in a world full of possibilities, and they would find hope for a better life in the United States. And would you bring your beloved and faithful dog with you? Heck yeah, and they did too. Meanwhile, in Staffordshire, England, dogfighting was a lucrative business, and business was good. The dog breed that was winning the dogfight matches was the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, the brother of the American Staffordshire Terrier, who decided to stay in England. In the meantime, a new United States dog breed from the pit bull was being developed. They were no longer specifically used for dogfighting in this country. They needed a utility dog that could watch livestock, kill rodents, monitor children, and be a loving pet. Oh. However, the same can't be said for his rough and tumble brother, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, which continued his dogfighting ways back in Staffordshire, England. The American Staffordshire Terrier proved its worth to its American owners, and the popularity of the AmStaff grew in the United States. But in the late 1800s, the passionate AmStaff fanciers begged the American Kennel Club to allow their beloved dog breed in the AKC, while they themselves hunted wild game with dogs, horses, and guns. Still, their response was a hard no. Back in England, the English Kennel Club had the same objection to introducing the Staffordshire Bull Terrier into their kennel club. Rules for thee and not for me. The road finally cleared in 1935, 100 years after the original Humane Act in England. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier finally became recognized. Progress moves slowly in English Parliament. When it takes 100 years for a dog breed to be recognized? I wonder how long it took the Fox Terrier, which the aristocracy used for fox hunting, to be approved. You can bet it didn't take 100 years. But paving the way with Britain's approval of the Staffordshire Bull Terrier into their album now allowed the American Kennel Club to recognize its American brother, the American Staffordshire Terrier. Whew. The AmStaff was recognized by the AKC in 1936, and the Staffordshire Terrier Club of America also began in 1936. So, is the American Staffordshire Terrier a pit bull? In lineage, yes. Even technically, probably yes. It's just that its brother, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, is the undisputed pit bull dog breed, and you can't take that away from him. He's earned the moniker. The AmStaff is a medium-sized dog breed that weighs between 40 and 70 pounds and has a height of 17 to 19 inches, depending on if it's a boy or girl. And if it's a boy or girl, they love to be snuggled with, and who can blame them? The AmStaff has a body of a gymnast, lean, muscular, strong, and agile, making them the perfect dog breed for AKC Agility Competitions. But they also like to behave and follow commands, perfect for AKC Obedience. Plus, they're very intelligent, making them the perfect dog breed for AKC Rally Competitions. Do you like to go for long walks, jogs, or hikes? Then you'll have a friend in the American Staffordshire Terrier, because they love to do all those things too. What a coincidence. The AmStaff can be high energy, but they also like to lay around. If you're considering an American Staffordshire Terrier, ask the breeder about the drive level of their specific AmStaffs. Or if you're adopting, ask the staff. They'll know. The AmStaff comes in many different colors too, so it's okay to collect them all. They're going to love their new home. But if you want to show an AmStaff in Conformation competition, dog shows, they must have white markings of 80% or less. And it's smart to consider the sporting events you're going to do together before contacting a breeder. Because of the AmStaff's genetics, get your puppy into training classes quickly. And this will also help with socialization. Very important. What isn't important is the shedding, because they don't. And if your AmStaff gets heavy, they can shed some weight by feeding a high-protein diet from a 1-quart dog bowl. The American Staffordshire Terrier, or AmStaff, is okay around kids and other dogs, but they do prefer your undivided attention. And I appreciated your undivided attention while watching this Learn Don't Return. The AmStaff doesn't drool, has a smooth coat which requires limited grooming, and is very clean, like PetzPaws dog walking apparel. And for your attention, get 10% off at PetzPaws.com. Discount code AmStaff. Shh. The AmStaff is a very social dog. They love everybody but the burglar. Then they become alert. And if you like to play at the park today and go for a run tomorrow, they don't care. They'll follow you anywhere. The AmStaff only barks when necessary, enjoys being trained, and is very playful. And all your love will last a long time too. The AmStaff can live to be 12 to 15 years old. Is the AmStaff the perfect dog breed for you? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching this episode of Learn Don't Return, and consider subscribing to learn more about dog breeds. And thank you for letting me make this video for you.